This is my Legally Blind Journal number 39. So kind of what's been going on since the last journal. Basically, we got moved into the farm and obviously still getting set up. But that said, it's been an eventful week, that's for sure. The brand new well after a few days. Last night, one of the pipes failed, and so the water had to be shut off, and because it was basically a blowout going everywhere. But that's okay. Part of life. Biggest things with the vision is the distance seems to be holding about steady right now. The peripheral seems to be holding pretty steady right now. Struggling with the headaches, the migraines, quite a bit at the moment. So we're trying some different things. There's some special, I think they call them starlight cocoon glasses that I guess are having shipped to me. They're supposed to help with the reflections and different things for the vision. So interested to see what the effects are on that, if it does do, does knock those down or help knock those down at all. But overall, it's probably the biggest thing right now is just trying to figure out a way to get through the headaches and the migraines that come on from heavy concentration and trying to strain to read. And I am using, of course, the auditory software. I'm using Fusion. I've got magnification stuff going on too. But the trick on that is that the depends on what you're doing. Like Fusion does really well if writing, SQL queries, and not so good if I'm doing like a report builder type thing. But then, and it does really well in Excel and dealing with formulas until you get into heavy lifting. You start copying, pasting, combining, moving sheets from different workbooks and things like that. Then Fusion, not so much. In fact, I have to turn it off because a lot of times I've actually found it'll corrupt Excel's calculations. I think it's just asking too much of it. So obviously don't use it during those activities, and so the push is I think pretty strong on the eyeballs there, and creating a bunch of the migraines. So working through that, figuring out, what do I need to do? How do I need to maybe set up the brakes, or these new glasses that are being shipped over? Maybe that's going to, be part of the ticket. So we'll see how that all goes. The biggest things are, kind of staying positive with this thing. It's definitely one of those things where it can be a challenge, but hey, I always keep reminding myself that, and I really think it was Shakespeare. Somebody probably correct me someday, but I was crying about not having shoes till I looked over and saw the person with no feet. Look, I'm walking around, able to still do a lot of the things that I like to do, and so I'm not crying in my soup on that stuff. That doesn't mean you don't try and make it as good as you can, and hence the work with the trying to figure out the whole migraine thing, because that challenge is real. I ain't gonna lie. On days where I don't really push the eyes, like trying to read or heavy concentration type stuff, pretty much don't get them. I might have like a regular normal headache, if you will. But I think that's just, normal stuff every now and again. But if I try and, push to read and things like that, right now it's a pretty daggum guarantee that after a little while it's going to be hitting hard. So working to figure out what we can do to get that under control. So any rate, going to keep it short this morning, but just wanted to say it's those glasses are coming, so we'll see what they do. Hopefully they do the trick. So we'll find out shortly. All right. If anybody's out there working through this stuff, all I can say on this is keep a positive attitude, keep trying, keep moving. Give some grace to those around you and yourself. You're going to have issues. I had one of those moments yesterday, and you just got to keep everything in frame, and also when you have a situation, you got to be able to say, please forgive me, and forgive yourself too, because there's always going to be struggles and challenges in everybody's lives, and being blind, visually impaired, however you like to say it, is it definitely heightens and complicates those daily life challenges. So just have grace and give grace. That's the biggest thing, I think, and keep on keeping on. At any rate, well, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope everybody does well. Y'all be good. Peace.